it's so beautiful. So I'm gonna go drive down to Haleiwa. We're gonna do a little tour of Haleiwa and come on back. So something real short. I'm not gonna necessarily give you my opinion on how the bike is and be fairly honest, you guys, I'm still a newer rider. So for me to kind of give you my opinion's worthless. Let's just go for enjoy the ride.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Aloha, good morning, guys. We have really exciting news. So actually, it's taken us a while because we've been holding this back from you guys. A couple months ago, we bought a brand new KLX 300 off the showroom floor, 2022 model. Super excited about that. One, because mostly it's for me. This is gonna be my bike. Although for right now, John is commuting on it because the price of gas. You know, we won't really talk about the price of gas.
Yeah,
but
$6. I could ride it into work and back for 2 weeks straight.
And being a dual sport here in Hawaii, if you guys have never been to Hawaii, the roads are pretty terrible. Like, they're pretty terrible.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
It's a bumpy ride. I've seen guys on Harleys and, you know, the cruisers. It looks like it hurts. It looks like it does.
I rode my friend's cruiser. It was not comfortable.
Yeah, it wasn't comfortable. But the main reason we went with the dual sport, you guys, is because we're trying to consolidate our life. We want to be able to go dirt bike riding. We also need something to commute with and enjoy the island. And so this was kind of the perfect balance. And then it was the 300, right? So it's a brand new model, brand new engine, really, that Kawasaki's come out with. Yes, in full transparency, we wanted the Honda.
Hard to get.
We really wanted the Honda. Why did we want the Honda over the KLX? It looks better.
Looks better. It has a little bit more tech.
Yep. And yes, the suspension isn't as nice as the KLX, but I mean, you're both, for both of them, you're in a world where you're upgrading anyway, and it's pretty cheap and pretty similar.
Price point is meant.
But the Honda, like, good luck getting it, right? Like, if you got one.
Yeah.
A year-long wait for John and I to get a Honda, and we didn't want to. We wanted something sooner so that John could be commuting on it. I could occasionally go for a ride, and then we would have 4 bikes. We would go dirt bike riding, because there is dirt bike riding on Oahu. There is motocross on Oahu. We'll do a video on that. I'm sure we'll be going there soon, you guys. But, you know, we're still working on the house, still little bits and pieces. But today, I'm going to capitalize on the last few hours that I have John home before he goes off on one of his schools that he's doing. I'll tell you what school that is when he graduates, just to save him a level of embarrassment, just in case he doesn't.
Yeah.
But
I'd be shocked.
I'd be shocked. But things happen. Let's talk about the KLX. So let's go. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Let's go for a ride, you guys. Let's go enjoy this bad boy. And
The sun just came out.
yeah, the sun just came out. You gotta rock it, because you never know how long the sun will be out before it starts raining again. So I'm gonna go drive down to Haleiwa. We're gonna do a little tour of Haleiwa and come on back. So something real short. I'm not gonna necessarily give you my opinion on how the bike is and be fairly honest, you guys, I'm still a newer rider. So for me to kind of give you my opinion's worthless. Let's just go for enjoy the ride. All right, buckaroos. Here we go. Hopefully this works. preschool. If you guys want me to do a ride around and show you guys around, let me know. But if you guys aren't military, you probably just don't really care. So far, she feels pretty good. I mean, keep in mind that I haven't been riding in 2 years on the road. I've been riding dirt bikes, but it's not quite the same. Gonna be decently busy. Everyone's getting out of work. Yeah, so far, even though it's a lot taller and I guess technically tippier, it's a lot lighter. So to me, I like the positioning. I like the seat position where you balance on the bike. Yes, it's high, but coming from a mountain biking background and been dirt biking now for a little bit, it's really kind of nice. I think it's easier on my back than the cruiser was. So you got more of a natural upright position. But I'm going to be having to look out for tourists quite a bit. So I'm really hoping that the microphone works on this thing. Speed limit here, except for maybe one or two parts on the entire island, is more than 45 miles per hour. And you may get occasional where it's might be 55, but there's really only one or two spots on the entire island where it will get up to 60 or 65. So you really just don't need a whole lot for this. Haleiwa. Plantation fields back in the day. Really, what you see here is just minimal. It's just really more for the tourists than anything. The Dole Plantation is moved, I think, to the Philippines is where they're really set up their operation. But here we go. So this is the Dole Plantation. Really excited to do their maze. Hopefully you guys can still see, and it's not that is the Dole Plantation. And I'll show you what a pineapple field looks like here on our left, up here. It's not quite what you think it is. Hopefully you guys can see it. Seem to be cursed with rainy weather all the time. But that right there is a pineapple field. These are all pineapple plants. And I think each one just grows one pineapple. And it's raining good and proper now. Got a nice little crosswind. Definitely affected more by the wind than my Indian ones. I mean, that's just a weight thing. Okay, this is dual sport. You really can't assume or even apples to oranges, right? So this is the Hamano military housing unit, and I hear people hate it. I gotta go check it out. I don't think they hate it because of the housing. I think they hate it because their commute. So yeah, it's really not that very far, but you're technically on base housing, but you get stuck in traffic getting onto the base every day. Get better handlebars. One or the other. Raining pretty good. To find where they are. I mean, I guess you could just wander around endlessly trying to find them, which, you know, you can do. Get some idea from their videos, but they're usually pretty good about never really showing you the beginning of the trail. You never really know where that trail is. Haleiwa. You can do shark tours out of here. You can do a bunch of stuff. Do a lot of snorkeling. I wouldn't say this is the best beach for swimming. It's pretty rocky. But you know, if you're into surfing and you're into snorkeling and scuba diving and all that stuff, yeah, it can be a lot of fun. Parking here at the beach might be your best option for walking the town. You could have always, of course, take the bus too. Don't underestimate the bus and how good it can be, especially if you're just going in a small place and not going very far. Now watch out for people jumping in front of me. So you can paddleboard. I really want to take the girls paddleboarding here soon. Oh, everything looks so calm. So nice and calm. I'm totally playing the tourist right now. And if I had the money, people, I would totally buy a place here. This place is deserted. Look how empty this is. What? Literally came down here through here the other day and it was so packed. Alright, so this is a world famous bridge. Please, probably gonna jump. Nah, you paddleboard down the river. And down here are the food trucks and konos. People waiting for a bus. It is very, very common to take the bus here. Little shops. And of course you also have the world famous shave ice, Matsumoto's shave ice, which has a Disneyland style line. Aha, we found all the tourists. There they are. There they are. And of course they also will just walk out right in front of you. They will not pay attention to the fact that there's no crossing. So we're gonna go very slow because I really don't need to hit anybody. There was a guy here that used to be, like, have a trailer, and he used to have a whole bunch of chickens over charcoal. It's amazing. I haven't seen him though in quite some time, so I hope he hasn't gone. See, North Shore food trucks. We're about to pass Konos. Trying to get a feel for the gears. That's the new rider in me. I'm so sorry. Please be gentle on those comments. There's the world famous Konos. I want to go there soon. That's another good place for parking. Then you've got, I guess we're going to do a little tour today. Then over here on your right, ladies and gentlemen, you have your farm to barn, which is more of a vegan spot, but I heard it's really good. I'm supposed to try it at some point. We're coming up on those food trucks. Hopefully. Traffic, actually, this is pretty good, people. This is pretty good. There's your post office. There's your community center. You can park there, but you're gonna pay for it. Nope, neutral. Lots of little shops around here. There's your McDonald's. That's McDonald's. Biggest thing here is they do a lot of Spam, eggs, and rice. And since my family is Japanese, or at least my husband and my kids are Japanese, they love it. Alright, so on your left are the food trucks and Giovanni's, and that's actually the shortest line I've seen for Giovanni's. It is a Thursday. No, what day is it? It's Tuesday. It's a Tuesday, people. More shops. More food trucks. And you got a lot to choose from. A lot to choose from. Ukulele shop. Killer tacos. roundabouts here are not your standard roundabouts. They're very weird. I'm not sure how I feel about them. They're kind of weird. So that one was pretty standard, but others, you don't necessarily have the right of way when you're in the middle of the roundabouts. Oh, that food smelled so good. So good. I didn't realize the ground dipped down right there. Don't drop the bike. Thank God this thing's light. As you can see, I only have 300 miles on the odometer. When I first got it, I think it had 1 mile. I literally had not been ridden. So John has been going really nice and easy on it for me, breaking it in, helping me. As a new rider, I am not nearly so gentle on the bike. This is one of those moments where, see, this is kind of like a funky roundabout, and I've got a stop sign. This is a school. Haleiwa. Check it out. These are all $1 million homes. So that it kind of stays in its the way it is. There's plenty of large-scale buildings and apartments and condos and fancy homes over on other parts of the island. But the North Shore, you know, I hope it never loses its heritage. I hope that it doesn't. Beautiful. So we are heading towards Haleiwa Point, and I have applied for a permit so that I can drive my Land Cruiser down to the point. You have to get a permit. It has to be approved. It was free because
I'd become a Hawaiian resident. But I think if you are not a Hawaiian resident, I think you have to pay. I think that's the deal. At least so far that I can see that it was free. But you gotta remember, it's not necessarily an off-roading playground area. It is a state park, technically protective wildlife sanctuary. So they allow access for you to go and see it. You can always hike it without the permits. You can ride your bike down it, which is another option. And you know, to see some parts of wildlife that you just wouldn't see in other parts of, in another part of Oahu. Really. It's so beautiful. This isn't even, this is probably the least beautiful spot in Oahu. I personally think that the rest of it is so much nicer. And I can't wait to show you guys a lot of that. Literally, just like going down and going, wow! This guy right here is a polo field. Polo is pretty popular on the island. Considering the size of the island, I think there are 3 polo fields. It's horseback riding, you know, a lot of things. I'm starting to feel more comfortable on the bike. Bike's feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Coming up. You also have a private small airfield right here. They do a lot of skydiving out of this airport. Now we're about to pass a lot of people camping on the beach right here. And you may think to yourself, ah, I can bring my camper van and I can bring my rooftop tent and I can camp out, you know, on the ocean here. Technically, that is against the law. You gotta remember that there's a massive homeless population in Hawaii. So when we go past all of these people camping, keep in mind they are homeless. This is where they live. Because the beach is for everyone, and so they camp here along the beach. But this is not a formal campground. You are only allowed to camp in your vehicle if it is a formal campground. So there are places you can do that on the island. This technically is not one of them. Now, could you come down here for the day and bring your camper van and your rooftop tent and, you know, kind of set up for the day? Yeah, you can totally do that. To collect their trash. And from what I understand, the trash man does come out here and collect the trash. But people live out here. So what you will find here is that people dump a lot of vehicles. A lot of dump vehicles. Now we've entered technically the state park. A lot of people come out here. It's a nice place to get away from the crowds. A lot of fishermen, a lot of spear fishing going on out there, a lot of snorkeling, a lot of locals that will come up here, away from a lot of the tourists. Here we have another summer camp area. It looks like there's a zip line area over here on our left. I don't know which one it is though. It's YMCA. Oh, I should have stopped right. I'm so sorry. God, I don't even notice the bumps. Alright. Let's get off this guy, take the helmet off. Let's talk about him for a little bit.
Alright, you guys, we just wrapped up my ride. We just wrapped our ride from Schofield Barracks through Haleiwa, down the coastline to Kaiewa Point. And so, first impressions, you guys. It's amazing. Amazing. Alright. Is it going to be that perfect unicorn bike for you guys? Probably not. But for what John and I are looking for, you know, something to commute 5 days out of the week, be able to have fun on the weekends, exploring, dirt biking with our girls occasionally, you know, if not just putting around, having an adventure on Oahu. I mean, we're stationed here for 2 years. Why not? So it is pretty amazing, and I'm really happy that we got this. If you're gonna get a Honda, you know, get a Honda. I don't blame you. It looks a hell of a lot better than this guy. But if you're on a waiting list for a Honda and you've been on that waiting list for a while, really consider this guy out. I mean, I'm very, very happy. I'm truly happy with what we got and really can't beat the price. Well, maybe the con can, but again, good luck anyone. Either way, guys, hope you like this video. Give me a thumbs up. Mahalo. I'll see you guys later.